Hi everyone, Laura here. This is going to be the first of a series of videos that I'm going to make on my preparation for the boards or USMLE Step 1 exam. First, I want to give you a little background on Costa Rica's medical school system. This is where I'm going to medical school. Basically, you do 11 semesters of medical school. I'm going to try to break it down as simple as possible. Your first 5 semesters are sciences. The semesters are from January to June and then from July to December. Your first 5 semesters are sciences. So you take the usual chemistry, organic chemistry, biology, anatomy, physiology, etc., etc., biochem, microbiology. You take all these courses the first 5 semesters and then you get a bachelor's in medical sciences. But it's not pre-med. Kids graduate from high school and go straight into medical school. They're accepted straight into medical school. So 6th semester you take internal medicine and pharmacology. This is where I got pregnant right before the semester started. So I took this semester in January to June of 2010. Then my 7th semester was surgery and psychiatry, and I also took radiology. My 7th semester was when I was supposed to have my baby. I was due in October, but he was born in September. So what I did was I took a couple of weeks off after having the baby. I think it was 3 weeks, where I would only go take exams. I wouldn't rotate in the hospitals in the morning. And then from October to December, I finished off the semester. My mom was here from Miami, and I finished the semester only going and taking exams and rotating in the morning in the hospital. I would not go to classes at night. My husband and I decided to do it this way so that in December I stopped going to school. I didn't start school again January 2011. I took a semester off. So from January 2011 to June, I prepared for my boards, and so did my husband. We did this so that I can, one, breastfeed the baby and be with him in the time that they need you the most, and so that we can have a semester off, really, to prepare for boards, because here in Costa Rica you do not get time off to prepare for boards. This medical school is not aimed towards American students. It's a Costa Rican medical school, so they don't have anything to prepare you for the boards or anything, any courses. So you have to take a semester off. So I took the semester off, and then after taking the semester off, from June to December of 2011, I took my obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics, genetics, and a history of medicine course. So then now I have my 9th semester coming up, which is my last semester of actual school. Basically, they prepare you for your shelf exams. Here in Costa Rica, you have to take a shelf exam before graduating, and you have to pass them all. So you have basic sciences, internal med, surgery, obstetrics, gynecology, and pediatrics and psychiatry. So you have to take shelf exams for each of those, and you have to pass them all before graduating. So basically this 9th semester is just like a kind of slow semester where they prepare you for your shelf exam. So you have a lot of seminars. You also go and do some work in the community, and you take legal medicine and ethical medicine. So then your 10th and your 11th semester here in Costa Rica are your internship. Internship here is very different than it is in the United States. Internship only starts January 1st. So if you finished your semester in June, which is what's going to happen to me, I'm going to finish my 9th semester in June, you have a whole 6 months off before you start your internship, because it only starts in January. So that's what's going to happen to me, and I plan on preparing for Step 2 CK and Step 2 CS from June to December of 2012. So basically, your internship here in Costa Rica is that you work for the government for 1 year. You work from January 1st to December 31st. I'll be doing that in 2013. Before you start this internship, you have to take a test given by the government. And I'll be taking this test in November. And that test, basically, what they do is that 600 people take the test or so from all the medical schools in the country, and the top 350 scores get paid. So don't laugh, it's only $500 a month, but $500 a month is better than nothing. So I'm hoping to get a good score so that I can get paid. So that's basically medical school in Costa Rica in a nutshell. 11 semesters. First 5 are sciences. From 6 to 9, you have your clinical stuff, and then your 10th and 11th semester is your internship, where you do not go to class, you just work in the hospitals here, in their system, which is a social system. So I hope this gives you an idea of how it is here in Costa Rica, and now on to my boards. Basically, I started January 24th of 2011, and I finished, or I took my exam July 1st of 2011. My 3-digit score was a 213, and my 2-digit score was a 90. I took it before they switched the 2-digit scores. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the materials I use. I'm just going to give a general idea, and then I'm going to do an individual videos on each material I used and what I thought of it. So I use Kaplan videos and lecture notes. I use USMLE World question bank. I use the first day, the 2010 edition, and I took MBMEs. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my the breakdown of my day. Studied from Monday through Saturday. From January to April, my born son, who was, when I started, September, October, November, December, January, 4 months old, would stay home with us. So basically we would split our day. I took care of the baby in the morning. My husband was downstairs studying, and then until about 11, and then I would go down and cook lunch for us. And then from 12 to 4 was my study time. So in May, I started my son in daycare, and he would go to daycare from 8 to 12. What we did May and June was that while the baby was at daycare, we would both study, and then in the afternoons we would split our hours again. So my husband would study approximately from 12 to 3 or so, 3 something, and then I would study from 4 to 6. And that's basically what we did. After that, I would cook dinner, we'd be with the baby a little bit, go to sleep, and start again the next day. We did this Monday through Saturday. Saturdays, because the baby was not at daycare, we would split our days again. I would take care of the baby in the morning while my husband studied until noon. I would cook lunch, and then in the afternoon was my time, and my husband would take care of the baby. This is what we did. I don't want to get into individual materials I use, because like I said, I want to talk about each one in depth. And so I just wanted you to have a general idea of what I use to prepare. And so you can ask questions on the bottom of this video, and that way when I talk about each thing, let's say for example you have a question on the Kaplan video, and I'll answer it when I make that video. It was hard. It was very hard to prepare with a baby, and I am so proud of the fact that I got a 213/90. A lot of people, want the 99. To me, that 90 was a 99. I was breastfeeding a baby on demand. So if I was studying and the baby started crying, my husband would go downstairs, give me the baby, and I would have to breastfeed, stop my videos, and then start studying again. So it was very hard, but I did it, and I'm very proud of myself for doing it. So anybody can do it. You just have to go to forums, participate in forums. I participated in the USMLE forums, and that helped me so much to see what other people were doing, what their approach was. They would ask daily questions, and I would read. So while the baby would nap, when I wasn't on my study time, I would read the forums, and that helped me so much. So to sum this up, This is how I prepared for my boards. Not everyone prepares the same way. Not everyone learns at the same pace. This worked for me. Obviously, I didn't get a great score on my boards, but I'm very happy with the score I got. My husband prepared side by side with me and did the same exact steps that I took and did not pass the exam. So, I mean, each person's an individual and you have to see what works for you. My first video will be my review on the Kaplan lecture notes and videos and how I think they helped me pass my board exam. So don't forget to subscribe. Bye!